Oh, man. It's just crazy. Aside from the stuff everybody's been through with the I train MMA guy, you know, I'm in a gym here at Win Fitness on Dundas, so naturally there's 1,000,001 guys in cap-out shirts that are just grilling you, and, you know, they're going to beat you up because they do MMA. So I've had all the run-ins with these characters. I've heard all the stories. I've had guys who are fighting David Loiseau next week. I'm like, yo, Dave's my boy, man.
Yeah.
You're fighting him next week? Where? Yeah, I'm fighting in the UFC. Like, oh, my God.
You've really had fucking guys walking off the street wearing a tap-out shirt saying that they're fighting David Loiseau in the UFC next week, and they got like 37% body fat and smell of beer and stuff?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And they're actually being serious, which is the best part. Is this happening at bars, or is this like,
at
are they
your
just walking into the gym?
You know, it's happening everywhere, man. It's not any specific place. I've been in the mall. I've been in bars. You know, anywhere. People got 1,000,001 stories.
So, and, you know, when you are somebody who's been on the front end of stuff and been around and seen every jackass come in and every blue-haired idiot from a band want to fight, whatever else, right? What does that make you feel like as it starts to be something that is just, you know, everybody wants to claim to do that doesn't work hard and hasn't been through the thing? What does that feel like?
It's funny, you know, it's really funny you ask that, because I talked to my boy D Money, who is perhaps like a true hidden gem in the local fight/hustling community. This guy is a legend for those that know Big B. Yeah. But talking to him, and it's kind of cool because we talked about it, and it was like, it was different when it was our thing, you know, like it was just a small circle of people. You know, you'd know who each guy was, you know who was real, who wasn't, and where you stood. Now it's unbelievable. Everybody's an expert. So
yeah.
To me, it's kind of lost some of its luster. Like I'm still obviously in my profession, you know, and I'm a fan of the craft. But, you know, the characters and the way that a lot of the guys try to portray themselves, like there's some gangsters, they're going to die in the ring, they'd never tap. I'm like, man, you're a TV gangster. Just knock it off. Like, don't be ridiculous. So all that stuff doesn't really impress me. I see a lot of the really low-class actions. Like, there was a guy who came on some other guy's sushi on the Ultimate Fighter show.
Yeah.
That to me is unconscionable, man. Like, I can't even begin to tell you what would happen if that did take place or something got pissed on my bed. Like, sometimes you got to just, you know, you got to go down in a blaze. If I'm going to get my ass kicked by this guy or even die, in that case, I might just have to. But, you know, when that's an okay thing and people just kind of laugh it off, that's with the sport. That's not really something I want to tie myself to. So
yeah.
I just kind of chuckle and step to the left on that.
Hey, is it true that you were approached about being in season 1 or 2 of The Ultimate Fighter?
Well, I guess in hindsight, it was kind of like one of that preliminary screening type.
Yeah, it wasn't a structured
rigorous screening process.
Yeah.
And I guess I was told about something. I guess it was the first welterweight season.
Yeah.
I've had a couple like either offers or directed offers.
You must
people towards the UFC, so I'm kind of waiting, making sure everything is in the right spot. I'm glad I opened the gym up and I got my training in the right spot now, so I'm getting there.
Yeah, when you're sitting at 9-1 and you're a champion wearing a belt in a league in Canada and everybody knows you and you've been around for a long time and you're feared and you're back from an injury, I mean, that's the thing that when your name pops up around, you know, people always ask, is he going to be in Strikeforce or Elite XC or the UFC? I mean, that must be the next thing for you, right?
Yeah, hopefully that's the plan, you know. But at the same time, I'm not like rushing it like some guys. They want to go and have themselves be on TV. I don't do stuff to see myself anywhere. I want to actually be somebody that's there and a contender. I need what I like to call that change your life money. You know, I don't want that $5,000. I need that change your life money. So that's when I'm going there to go and collect that. I think I'm almost there. So I will be unveiling some new skills. I've actually had some pretty good fights recently. Like my last 3 were not too shabby, but I didn't have much coverage in terms of like the actual footage being out there, which is unfortunate because people would be going crazy if they saw some of the stuff that I pulled off. The security guard choke in my last fight. Didn't finish him, but you don't see that one too often.
Nice. Was that against that Alaskan Fighting Championship guy, or?
I think he's from AFC.
Yeah. And what's the security guard choke?
Yeah, what is that?
What's what?
What's the security guard choke?
You guys don't go to nightclubs, I guess, huh?
No, not anymore.
Security guard choke is this. It's when, you know, you see that big security guard goons latch onto a significantly smaller individual, well-chosen, much smaller individual. He's behind him screaming, do not resist, and he's got pretty much like a really bad rear naked choke on him, potentially breaking his neck, squeezing him and throwing him down the stairs.
Yeah.
So I had him there kind of like a choke almost standing, but I couldn't quite finish it.
And then you threw him down the stairs.
Yeah.
No. Let him go and went back to work. Couldn't get it to work.